So we're back. My laptop
We're back.
We're back. My laptop was decommissioned for a while, but we're back, and we have some old stuff that we need to upload. And so this one is when we were during quarantine, and figured we'd do a children's book review.
Yeah, it's pretty old. I think we filmed this like two months ago almost, but then Stefan's laptop died and we got kind of busy, and I had some like family stuff happen. Yeah.
So we have
we
4th of July, Father's Day.
Yep. We did like a barbecue cook-off that weekend, I think.
Cook-off.
And then Lux's birthday is coming up, which we haven't filmed yet, but it'll probably be like right around when we finish uploading that stuff. So. She's almost 1.
She'll be 1 in a week.
Yeah,
less than a week. Crazy.
It's crazy. Huh?
It's gonna be litty titty.
Oh my gosh. If you mean by I've planned a kind of, it's not that extra compared to some, but I have definitely done a little bit more than I intended because it's her first birthday. But we won't talk about that now.
So yeah, here's our children's book review.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Mixed in the Midwest.
Are you good?
What? Yeah,
No, I'm just making sure. We're all adjusted.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Ready?
Alright, because
you have a lot of stuff in you too.
I don't think they can see that.
Okay. Maybe for after you want to get a toothpick. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Mixed in the Midwest. Thanks for coming back, watching us again. This video, we're gonna do something a little different than what you guys are used to.
Me?
Yeah, okay. Are you ready now?
What do you want me to say?
What you said you were gonna say. I was
Okay.
just opening the video, and then you can go into it. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Mixed in the Midwest. Thanks for tuning back into our channel. We're gonna do something a little different today than you're used to, so hope you enjoy.
So we're doing book reviews, ones that we like, and a couple that we aren't a big fan of. Back, we did I think it was our apartment tour. We discussed how we have quite a bit of books for Lux in her room on her bookshelves. We just decided, instead of cards, everyone bring a book, and then you can write a note to us and her in that instead of cards, and it's just something that we'll be able to keep a little bit longer. And so yeah, like you said, something different this time. We're gonna just go over books that we highly suggest or just enjoy ourselves. And same thing with Lux, she likes to feel.
Yeah, so let's preface this with saying we are not professional children's book reviewers, okay? This is just our personal opinion. We are new parents, so obviously there are tons and tons of books that we haven't even like delved into yet. These are mostly ones that were just given to us, and then we've bought a few along the way, but I don't even think we have any of the ones we bought out today, so pretty much just books that were given to us that we like, or yeah, so just understand this is just our opinion. If you love a book and we don't love it as much, it's just our opinion, so don't come for us later. Just we still read them to her even if we don't love it. So just opinions, things that we've kind of learned. You want me to start?
Yep.
Okay, so the first one, of course, I'm a dance teacher, so dance is huge in my life, always has been. And this book is called Giraffes Can't Dance, and who's it by? We don't have to know all that, okay. Giraffes Can't Dance. And the reason I love this book so much is because it talks about a giraffe that doesn't know how to dance at all. He ends up like leaving. They have this big party that he's supposed to dance at. All the other animals in the jungle, they dance and he can't, and they make fun of him. And he goes and goes off because he's so sad and he feels alone. He meets a cricket that tells him that anybody can know how to dance. You just have to find the music that you love, that makes you feel inspired and makes you want to move, and then you can dance. And he ends up becoming the best dancer in the jungle and all of that. So I just felt like I could really relate to this book because obviously I spend my life's work teaching children how to dance, and so I just thought it was really inspiring and really sweet. And so yeah, I love this book, Giraffes Can't Dance.
All right, so my first one, I loved reading it when I was a kid. Love You Forever. It's this boy and his mom. She just talks about the stages of him growing up, and she's still like, even through the boy's phase, different phases that he goes through. I love you, and forever my baby boy you'll be, something like that. And then once he moves out and is on his own, he has his own kid. It's almost a tearjerker
because he has a daughter.
Yeah, it's kind of like my life, me being a mama's boy, but yeah, that's one of my top favorites. So yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one's good. Okay, this one, Guess How Much I Love You. We actually got 2 of these, and it came with this. I always think he's a kangaroo, but clearly he's not. He's a hare.
A brown nut hare.
A nut brown hare. And so that is the only thing I would say is kind of odd about this book, is that he is a big nut brown hare, and then there's a little nut brown hare, so you have to say nut brown hare a whole lot when you're reading this book. I don't know why, it's kind of a funny phrase to say, but it just feels weird when I say it. Nonetheless, this book is amazing. I love it. It just goes on about how much more basically the mom loves the kid, and they go back and forth with how much they love each other until the little nut brown hare finally goes to bed. So I obviously love this book. Of course, I feel like a lot of other people do too. That's probably why we got 2 of them. So she's read this one, or we've read this one her quite a bit.
So my second one, I haven't heard of it until now, but it's Olive Baby's Olive Baby Nose to Toes, and it's pretty good with the rhymes. I feel like if you had a beat behind you, this would be a banger.
A little bit.
I could read it a little bit.
He used to read this one to her when I was still pregnant, and that was when he like fell in love with it, because it was like a little rap, I felt like. But yeah, this
so it just goes through the baby's little body parts. So it's like, baby's got a nose, a neat little nose, sniffs out her rose nose, honks when it blows nose, wrinkles when it goes nose, goes kerchoo. Who loves baby's nose? Me, I do. And then like I'll just get close to Lux when I say that part, and we both have ourselves a little giggle. But like I said, it's really fun to read just because of the rhymes, and go through the body parts with her. So I suggest this one as well.
Yeah, that one's cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do these 2 together. So this one is When God Made You, and then this one is When I Pray for You, both by the same author, Matthew Paul Turner. And this one, actually, the first time I read it, I just kind of like got a little teary-eyed, a little like taken back. It is a little tearjerker because it just goes into all the ways that I would pray for Lux, and it was almost like to like the T of like what every mom I feel like prays for their kid and what they hopes for them. And yeah, every parent, I'm sorry, not just moms, hopes for their kid and when they grow up, and it goes through the years. And one of the dance moms got this for me, and she wrote the sweetest like note in the beginning about how she would be praying for me as I venture into motherhood. And it's just really, I love this book. So When I Pray for You by Matthew Turner, and there's 2 of them. The other one is When God Made You, and I love this one too because it just goes into basically how God made you perfect, and he works on you every day, and there's nothing wrong with you, and you just have to learn how to own every part of you and just be confident in who you are, because God made you exactly the way that he wanted you. And so how could you not love these 2 books? So I love them both so much, and we've read them quite a bit already. So hopefully as she gets older, that message kind of starts to stick, ring a little bit more. So
just be yourself.
Yeah, I love these 2 books. So yeah.
So then these last 2, Dragons Love Tacos and Dragons Love Tacos 2, the sequel. It's definitely one of those things where the first one, it was really good. This one was highly number 1.
Oh no, number 1. I thought you were gonna say the second one.
Number 1. This one is from my Aunt Wendy, and she really enjoys reading it. So then, since this one was so good, I saw this at Barnes & Noble or somewhere where we were at.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble.
And I'm like, it's gonna be really good, but it's not as great.
Didn't
as
live
the
up
first
to the
one.
first one.
Yeah. So yeah, Dragons Love Tacos. It's just super silly.
Silly, yeah.
Yeah. And I like how a lot of these books, even though it's for the kids, they know that the parents are reading it for them, so they got to keep us both entertained.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this one is called My Wish for You. And I guess somewhere along the same lines of the other two. It's just not by the same author, so I didn't do them together. But I'm going to read a little piece out of it because obviously this is another one that's just kind of like, these are all the things that I wish for you growing up. And this little part I think is kind of my favorite. So it says, don't give yourself away, protect your heart, let people earn the right to be your friend. And I think especially little girls, I feel like maybe little boys aren't as, they make friends a little bit easier sometimes, I feel like. And so I just felt like this was really important. As a little girl, you sometimes want everyone to be your friend and want to fit in, but I love this little line, let people earn the right to be your friend. And so I just think that's really sweet. But there's a lot of really sweet things like that in this book. So My Wish for You is another one I really love. Really just pulls on my mommy heart.
All right. So the debatable, the rainbow fish.
Dun, dun, dun.
So is it a thumbs up, thumbs down, yay, nay? What do you think about it?
Okay, so my thoughts on the rainbow fish at first was that, and this was the first time I read it, and I remember I turned to Stefan and I was like, I don't know if I ever want to read this to her ever again, because the basis of the story is this little fish, he's special, or she, I don't know, he or she is special.
Shiny.
She has these shiny fins. Scales. Sorry, these shiny scales, and nobody wants to be her friend. And until she gives away all of the shiny scales, then people want to be her friend. And so in my mind, my thought was, okay, so this fish has something that makes her different and special than everyone else. And until she gives away what makes her special and important and feel different, then she can't have friends. And so I didn't like that idea, because I feel like we all have special talents and we all are special in different ways. And I didn't feel it was okay to be like, well, if you're special or different, or in this case, this fish is super pretty, if you're super pretty or whatever, then you can't have friends until you kind of lower yourself to be with the rest of us. And I
give
just,
them your shine.
Yeah, give them your shine. Yes, that's what I kind of felt. That little like quote kind of came to my mind from Coach Carter. Like, there's nothing, I don't even know the whole thing, but you know what I'm talking about? There's nothing good about
we were all meant
your,
to shine.
Yeah, we were all meant to shine basically in our own
And
ways.
Unconsciously, whenever we let our light shine, we unconsciously let others.
Thank you. Yes. So
Totally.
I never want to tell Lux that she can't be who she is 100%. And if other people, obviously I don't want her to be mean or feel, you know what I mean, make other people feel bad. Nobody wants that. Stay humble, of course, always. But I never want her to feel like she has to change who she is or make herself less, shine less because of other people. But I read it again and I found that that wasn't actually the whole story, that I was pulling it a little bit out of context. And the fish is kind of a brat in the beginning. So he has all these shiny fish, I keep saying fins, but scales. And instead of sharing his specialness with other people, he kind of just doesn't want to be anybody's friend. He's like, well, I'm too good for you kind of thing. And goes along with be humble. And that's why nobody wanted to be his friend. Not because he was different and special, but it wasn't until he shared his special with everyone else, then they became his friend. So that's why I kind of went back and forth with this one at first, because if you're a little kid, are you really going to understand that that's what's happening, is that, he's sharing them? Or are you going to think, oh, I can't be special, I can't shine because it'll make other people feel bad? And that's not what I want her to feel. So
it still gets a thumbs down from me.
Thumbs down from him. I'm kind of on the fence. We still read it to her because obviously her parents will explain it, better or whatever, but it's just kind of, I don't know. And if we'd love to hear, we've heard other people's opinions on it. A lot of people love this book.
That's how serious it was.
A lot of people do love this book, and I don't have an issue with it. I think it was just, my initial thoughts were just, I don't know, that it kind of had a mixed message is all. So
that's how I read it, and I'm sticking
We got really deep with Rainbow Fish, but don't stray away. Still a good book. We enjoy
It's
reading
probably
it.
still fun for them because it's shiny.
It's shiny and
got
all
some
of that.
holograph.
She doesn't really know what to say anyway.
And then the Pout Pout Fish.
My ultimate favorite book to read.
It's one of my top favorites.
Yeah, I'm obsessed
It's
with
an
this
easy
one.
read, but super fun. And I like the type that you can do I think we both do silly accents, voices, and just get Lux included with us. Like just like little things like talking to her in her neck or shaking her, not crazy, but like just different parts of the story, and just like brings her into it. And so that's one of the ones that we're able to get everyone giggling while reading it. So
Yeah, this one. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit deeper with the Pout Pout Fish. So I thought, Pout Pout Fish is obviously about a little fish, and he is like made with the pout. And so everyone comes and tells him, hey, why don't you smile? Why do you look so glum and gloom? And he just keeps telling them the whole time, I don't have a choice. I'm made like this. I have a pout pout face. I have to be glum and gloomy. He doesn't realize that he doesn't have to be until another fish comes along and kisses him. And then he realizes, oh, I'm a smooch fish. Like his face turns the other way, and he's happy. And I don't know if it did. So I guess the message in that one for me was that I think a lot of times growing up, we're kind of told that we have to follow this mold and we have to be this way. And I think for me, a lot of times I was always told, you're just like so and so, or you act just like whoever it is in your family, or you're just like this person. And it wasn't until I and you feel like that as a kid, you feel, oh, I have to be just like this adult in your life or whatever, that people make you feel like you have to be. And I think men and women both, oh, you act just like your dad, or you act just like your mom, or whatever it is. You don't realize that you can really be your own person until you get out of the real world, and you're like, I don't have to be like that or like this. You can make your own rules and be yourself. So that is kind of what I took from this book, is that even if you're born into this kind of destiny, you can change it and make it whatever you want. And that's what little Pout Pout Fish did. He realized he didn't have to be glum and gloomy. He could actually be a smooch fish. So
that got deep.
It did get deep. So that was kind of where I guess I took it. And I love saying the blub, blub, blub. And Lux always laughs when we do that. So I just love that book. I really do. Always have.
I thoroughly enjoy it myself. So that was what about that one?
Oh, we weren't. I can do that one if you want. We don't have to. We can do
been
it.
noted.
We're gonna do another one. We'll probably do another book review because we have so many books. We just didn't want to make this video like hours long. But if you guys like this little book review, let us know.
Or if you have any recommendations that you would like us to do.
Before everything closed down, we would go to Barnes and Noble and things and walk around and get books. Yeah, because it's just an Amazon. We love reading to her, and she enjoys it most of the time if she's not too tired at night.
And in Johnson County, the library just opened up for the drive-through, so we might be able to like order them on there and rent them. But yeah, I definitely want to do it again.
Yeah, Probably will. We have so many more books we can do. Again, our personal opinions. Don't get offended.
It's a rebuttal. Bring it.
Let us know about any more books in the comments, because we definitely will get them and read them to her. All right, closing out.
Yeah.
All right,
you know what to do. Oh man.
We have not gotten this down yet. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Like
and comment and subscribe. And share, possibly.
Until next time.
See you again.